The following program is paid for by Main Street Living.
Hi, I'm Pastor Matthew Harrison, president of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. Starting in the late 1950s, Lutheran Hour Ministries aired a television program called This is the Life in their efforts to bring Christ to the nations. It was a critically acclaimed show that used story and drama to convey eternal truths from God's Word. And it featured actors who were just getting started in their careers. Recently, Lutheran Hour Ministries, in partnership with Main Street Living, remastered and brought to HD quality about 50 of these programs. You may notice some young actors who've become very famous. And even though the props and styles are of the 1960s and 70s, the subject matter is still very relevant. So please sit back and enjoy this week's episode of This is the Life.
Holy cow! Hell, you dumb cook!
You want to get out, Johnny?
Yeah. Someday, Mom, think I could be doing things like that too?
Someday, Johnny. Someday.
Can we go inside and see him close up?
I'll find out. Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
What can I do for you?
My son's recovering from surgery, and he'd like very much to see a plane close up. Would it be all right if we came inside the fence? It would mean a lot to him.
Sorry, ma'am, it's against regulation.
Couldn't you make an exception? All Johnny talks about is planes.
Sorry. You bird-brained idiot!
No deal, Johnny.
Why not?
The man says it's against regulations.
Maybe if I ask him.
I don't think it'll make any difference.
But you're a grown-up, and I'm just a little kid in a wheelchair.
Good point.
Hi, sir.
I thought I said...
My son just wanted to...
I promise I won't touch anything, sir. Just for a minute, okay? Please?
You want to get me fired? I got enough worries with that clown up there in my plane.
Your plane? Did he steal it?
No, he rented it. And I taught him to fly. Now he's got his certificate, he thinks he's a bird.
He looks pretty good to me.
You're an expert.
No, sir. I just read and watch and pretend. I sure wish I was up there, though.
What's your name, son?
Johnny Anderson. And this is my mom.
How do you do?
I'm Hank Finney. Heard you had an operation.
It wasn't much. Do you teach kids to fly too?
I can't teach anybody to fly anymore. I'm grounded.
How come?
Now, Johnny.
I flunked my last physical.
How?
Johnny, please.
It's no secret. I'm just getting too old.
You don't look it.
I don't, huh? You were full of beans, son, but thanks just the same. Stick around and I'll show you my plane. If that clown doesn't wreck it. No. Oh.
Hank!
I'm sorry about today, Hank.
You know what could have happened if somebody reported you stunting over a populated area?
Gee, I guess I just got carried away.
But I don't want my plane carried away in a wheelbarrow.
This one's on the house.
I want your word, Cal. No more hot dogging in my plane.
You got it. Word of honor. It's just that it was such a beautiful day up there. The wind was just right. I kind of felt like I was part of the sky. Can't you remember when you first were up? I'm sorry, Hank. I didn't mean to.
Forget it.
I still think you ought to appeal for another exam. You still got lots of flying hours left in you.
No, the doctor was right. Comes a time a man has to face the truth. I'm not going anywhere. Not up anyway.
So all I've got to do is put in the radio and gizmos.
You're doing a fine job, Johnny.
I could use a little help, though.
What about your dad?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he died a long time ago.
Well, sure, Johnny. I'll give you a hand if I can.
Neat. I bet you know everything there is about planes.
I know almost everything there is.
Did you ever fly in a war?
Sure.
Did you ever get shot down?
But
Did you ever fly one of those? I bet you could still fly better than anybody.
well, I'm not so washed up I couldn't fly something like this. So, if your mom wants to bring you around again, say, tomorrow on my lunch hour, we'll work on it, huh?
Okay.
Let me take a look at that thing again.
Johnny seems to be recovering well from the surgery. And our tests indicate that the leukemia is pretty well under control now with the drugs he's taking.
You mean he won't have to have any more surgery?
Probably not. But we'll have to watch him very carefully. If there's any change in his condition, anything at all, it might mean that we'll have to start a more aggressive campaign of chemotherapy. Our main concern right now is the possibility of an infection of some kind. The leukemia lowers his resistance. So if you notice anything unusual, a little fever, a general weakness more than he already feels, if you notice any change, I want you to call me immediately.
He keeps asking when he can stop using the wheelchair.
And he really shouldn't overexert himself. But at the rate he's going, and with the healthy outlook he's got, it won't be much longer. He's quite a boy.
I agree.
Hi, Hank. How you doing?
Okay. Considering.
Guys at the tavern's been asking about you.
Well, I've been kind of beat after work, so I've been sticking around here. Coffee or beer?
Oh, no, thanks. I can't stay long.
Sit down.
So how are you and the kid doing?
Okay. He figures he'll be on his feet any day now.
That's good. Hey, I got a deal for you. How would you like to sell me your plane?
You kidding?
I've got a chance at a better job in Chicago, so I can come up with the dough. I kind of figure since you can't fly yourself anymore, you might like to have the cash to invest or something.
Well, thanks for the offer, but no thanks.
Oh, can we even haggle? Hank, I know how you feel about your plane, and I promise you I'll take good care of it.
That's not the point.
Well, what is?
I need the plane. For Johnny. I'm teaching him to fly.
Come on.
Huh? He's been coming around every day on my lunch hour, and I've been showing him the parts, and we've been working on that model of his.
But you can't take him up. You're grounded.
Oh, maybe so. But don't dig me under the ground. I can still teach him everything he needs to know right up to takeoff.
You willing to give up a top dollar deal just because of the kid?
Well, thanks for your concern. I don't need charity. Not yet.
Think we'll make it back?
Yeah? If we don't hit that bandit coming in at 9 o'clock. Attaboy, Captain.
Gee, I wish I was really flying this thing.
Don't get so impatient, Johnny. First, you have to go through ground school. But you've got the makings of a super pilot. And one of these days...
I still wish I didn't have to wait.
Time's crawling for you right now. But it'll go fast enough. Yeah, then it goes too fast. I don't know. Here I am, practically pushing up daisies when it seems only yesterday I was your age. And I couldn't wait to get up in the plane. Then, one day you wake up and suddenly you're old. Your whole life's over. Everything's over.
That's not true. Don't you believe in Jesus?
That's not what I was talking about.
But if we believe in him, life's never over.
I've read the Bible.
Then you know what he said. That he was going to make a place for us with him in heaven. So everything just keeps going. But only better, and in a better place.
Sure. I mean, I know that, really. But look, let's not get all religious on a nice day like this. Let's do some flying, okay?
Sure. Hey, all right!
Now watch this.
Wow! It looks like somebody's really flying.
Now that's why you got a flyer. You gotta imagine you're really at the control. Looks like we're out of gas. We'll have to bring her in. Hold it.
Can I try now?
Think you got the hang of it?
Sure.
Now remember what I showed you. Just level flight. No hot dogging.
Roger.
Now, are you ready?
Let her go.
Easy, Johnny. Easy off on the rudder. Let her climb gradually. Nice. Very nice. Now, begin a gradual turn and bring it back over us about 200 feet. Left rudder, Johnny. Keep your wings level. Get your wings level. You're over-controlling.
I'm trying.
Easy. Easy.
I'm sorry.
Now it's all part of the game. When I was learning, I cracked up a couple of real planes. I'll have this fixed in no time.
I hope so, because
Because what, Johnny?
nothing.
Johnny, what's troubling you?
It's nothing.
You sure?
Well, it's just that I really want to fly. Not someday. Now. I've never been up. Never. And I don't have time to wait.
Now remember, you do one stunt with Johnny and your name is Chop Suey.
Hey, don't worry. We'll be all right.
Hi. We're all set. Where's Johnny?
I tried to call you. He's in the hospital.
What happened?
It's a long story, Hank. He didn't want you to know. He didn't want it to spoil the fun he was having with you.
Didn't want what to spoil the fun?
He's got leukemia. He's a very sick boy right now. An infection. It happened so suddenly. His body can't fight it.
Will Cal take me flying some other time?
Just as soon as you get out of here.
I'm sure sorry about today, Hank.
Don't worry about that. You're going to do a lot of flying.
I hope so.
Now, just to keep you out of trouble while you're in this old hangar, I've got something for you. Now, these are beginning tapes in flying and navigation. You just close your eyes and listen, and you'll think you're right up there at the controls.
That's super.
And this is a blank. You can practice calling the tower or anything. All you do is press the button, slide it in. That's it.
I'll practice.
You do that, Johnny. And keep thinking about all the fun we're going to have when you get out of here.
I will. And can you do something for me, Hank?
Sure. Like what?
Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
Of course you are. You're going to be out of here in no time.
Maybe, but that's not what I mean. I've had this stuff a long time. They explained it all to me. So I know that sooner or later...
Johnny. Johnny. You're going to be okay.
I'm trying. And I'm praying. But if I don't get to go flying with you, I'll still be flying. Further than the moon. Higher than the stars. Somewhere with Jesus. So don't worry about me, Hank. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be the best.
Hear anything yet?
No.
I was just thinking. Maybe we can get one of those banners, you know, like in advertising. It can say, Johnny get well, or something like that. I can tow it over to the hospital so he can see from his bed.
Look, I've got enough worry without you goofing around up there with a banner flapping from your tail.
Come on, it can't be that hard.
You don't know the first thing about it. Hank here.
Hank, you're supposed to call the General Hospital right away. The head nurse in surgery.
10-4, Ginny. Surgery head nurse, please. This is Hank Finney. You wanted me to... Johnny just died.
Maybe you ought to ease off. Hank, this isn't doing you any good. Look, I know how you felt about Johnny. He was a great little guy, and he got a lousy deal. But at least you gave him some happiness.
It wasn't enough. What gets me, Cal, is the way he believed that the Lord had everything worked out for him. Johnny really and truly believed that. In fact, I began to wonder if maybe I was missing out on something.
Maybe you were, Hank. Anyone who goes up there has got to think what can happen. And about God.
Then maybe you can tell me why a God who's supposed to love everybody can let things like this happen to little kids. Why is everything so unfair? Why do things have to end so lousy? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because God is a fake, and everybody's on his own, and nobody's going anywhere. Come in.
I know it's late, but I had to see you.
Can I get you something? A cup of coffee?
Oh, no. Thank you. I tried to reach you earlier.
I went over to Cal's place. I thought maybe it might help, but...
I have something with me that might help. Johnny would have wanted you to have that right away. I just found it tonight. It's a message for you.
Hi, Hank. Just thought I'd try this out and say hello. Or good night. I'm really tired. Lots of people have been coming to see me. Even the pastor at our church. He's real nice. He prayed with me. I'm not scared. Except maybe a little. I know the doctors do their best. And like I said, I've already prayed. A lot. So now I just want to say hi. I'm thinking about the next time I see you. And how Cal's gonna take me flying. But if anything happens, if I don't get to see you again, well, I just want to say thanks for all the fun we've had. It's been super. Hank, don't be mad about getting old, because you're never gonna die. Not really. I know Jesus loves you like he loves me, and he'll take care of you like he's taking care of me. I don't know what heaven's like, except for what Mom told me. But it's gotta be everything good, because Jesus is there. That's what makes any place good. Only in heaven nobody gets sick or has to die anymore. They don't even cry. I know that's where I'm going. I guess I'm not saying this too good. but I'm getting kind of sleepy. So don't worry about anything, Hank. This is Johnny signing off. Good night. Over and out.
He really loved you, Hank.
I loved him. I can only imagine how you must feel.
I couldn't stand it if I didn't believe with all my heart that he hasn't really died. But that he's still alive. I mean, with Jesus in heaven. I don't pretend to understand why the Lord took him. Or why he allowed him to suffer so much. I only know that the one who took him and the one who allowed him to suffer is the same one who died and was raised again from the dead. So Johnny could live with him forever.
I never got around to giving Johnny a real flying lesson. I mean, we never went up together. But maybe he had a better flight plan than I could have worked out. He once told me that even if he never got to fly with me, he would still fly higher than the stars with Jesus. I hope it's true. I hope to God it's true.
It's true, Hank. It's true.
Fly well, Johnny. Fly well.
This program is produced by Lutheran Television, a division of the International Lutheran Laymen's League, in cooperation with the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and is presented by this station as a service to the religious life of the community.
I hope you found this program to be both entertaining and insightful. Even though the show was filmed decades ago, the concerns of those days seem to parallel many situations of today. We'll be back next week with another episode of This is the Life. In the meantime, I invite you to seek further wisdom from God's Word, the Bible, and I invite you to visit one of our congregations in your area. We are the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and you will find our 6,000 congregations listed at www.lcms.org. This program has been brought to you by Main Street Living, which relies on the generosity of viewers to support this programming. They appreciate your prayers and would also appreciate your financial support. You can view additional episodes of This is the Life on the Main Street Living website. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week, same time, same channel, for another episode of This is the Life.
This has been a production of Main Street Living Incorporated, in conjunction with the South Dakota District of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and its member churches. Send your comments and contributions to Main Street Living, 1400 South Duluth Avenue, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 57105.